Hello students, welcome back to Moving Straight Ahead. Today we are talking about lesson 3.3. Yes, we are. Alright, so we're talking about coins and pouches and equations and the such. So today, if we look at like our pack, or, kind of what's going on up top here with our pouches and stuff, we're going to just talk for a moment about equivalent expressions. So this thing right here has, the left side of it has two pouches that we don't know what's in it. So I'm going to say two pouches times x, because we don't know how much is in each one, plus the 4 coins equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double that is 12, equals 12 coins. So that's one way to write this equation. Another way to look at it is, instead of looking at how much is in there, we're looking at maybe like this whole side. Like here is a group and here is a group, and then they're matching groups. So we could also write this as I have a pouch and I have 2 coins and I want to double that. And that equals the 12 coins on the other side. So both of these are true, both of these are equivalent. And you're going to see that play out in our lesson today as we keep going here. All right, so a couple things I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the picture, but I'm also going to write the equation, write the numbers that go with it. So I'm going to solve it like it's a picture, but I'm going to solve it with numbers like here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to write it down like I see it. Like for instance, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 pouches. So I have 4 times, I do not know how much is in each pouch. But once I know one, I can multiply that by 4. And then I see 2 coins. So plus the 2 coins equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So I have 18 coins on this side. So do you see how my equation matches my drawing? They're matching each other. All right, let's go ahead. Whatever I do in my drawing, I'm going to do also in my equation. So for instance, up in my drawing, I'm going to take away 2 coins on this side, and I'm going to take away 2 coins on this side. I'm going to do the same on my equation. I'm going to take away 2. I'm going to take away 2. Now notice I'm leaving the 4x alone because those are pouches, separate thing. Now let's simplify it. So I'm left with 4x on this side equals, I'm lining up my equal signs. 18 minus 2 is 16. I'm going to come back up into my drawing, and I see that I have 4 pouches and I've got 16 coins. So my 4 pouches, I'm going to divide into 4. And then up in my coins, I'm also going to take that group of 16, I'm going to put them in 4 groups. I'm going to divide them into 4 groups. So there's one group, and they got to be equal amounts. There's another group, there's another group, and there's another group. So there are 4 coins in a pouch. Down here in my equation, I'm going to show it this way. I'm going to say I see that I have 4x right here, so I'm going to divide it by 4, which leaves me just with x. Now notice I'm following my equal sign. Equals 16 divided by 4, and that's going to be 4. So my equation down here matches what I found up here as well. I'll show you that up here. So one pouch equals 1 group, which is 4 coins. All right, let's keep going. Let's do a few more practices so we can kind of see how this is playing out. So for number 2, I get 2 different ways I can solve this, but I'm going to solve it first. I'm going to see I have 3 pouches, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 6 coins. And then on this side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubled, so I have 12 coins. So I'm going to start just chipping away at it. I'm going to take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As long as I do it to one side, I'm going to do it to the other to keep it equal. All right? So I'm going to do it in my equation as well. I'm going to subtract 6 and subtract 6. And I have 3x on this side equals, and on this side I have 12 minus 6. I'm left with 6. Up in my equation, up in my drawing, I see I have 3 pouches, so I'm going to divide it into 3 groups. And over my coins, I'm going to divide it into 3 groups as well. So I can see that one bag has 2 coins in it. Let's see it play out in our equation. I have 3x here, so I'm going to divide by 3, and I'm going to do it to both sides. And then I'm left with x, because 3 over 3 is 1, so I have 1 bag left. X is equal to 6 divided by 3 is, that's a fun looking 2. So it's 2. So it shows up in my equation and also shows up in my picture. Another way we could have looked at this whole thing up here is if you notice, there's a group right here. There is 1 bag and 2 coins, but there are 3 sets of them. And then on this side, there are 12 coins. So we could have, at the very beginning of this whole thing, divided by 3 and divided by 3. And then I would left with basically this group right here. And then if I divide this group into 3, let's see, you would end up with x plus 2 equals, and if I divide this into groups of 3, I'm going to end up right here. Here's a group of 3, here's a group of 3, and here's a group of 3. So I'm going to end up with 4. And so notice my picture and everything matches. I'm going to end up in the same spot. I'm going to subtract 2 coins, subtract 2 coins, subtract 2, subtract 2, end up with x equals 2. End up in the same spot. So equaling the same thing. Let's try it for this guy. Ooh, purple's good. All right, so I have 3 bags that I don't know what's in there, and 3 coins. And it's equal to 2 bags and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 coins. I bet that tapping is got to be super irritating. I'm going to take away 2 bags and take away 2 bags. I'm going to do it in my equation. Take away 2 x's, take away 2 x's. And I'm left with 1 x on this side plus 3 equals 9 is what's left on this side. All right, let's see what's next. I'm going to take away 3 coins from this side and take away 3 coins from this side. I'm going to do the same thing in my equation. And I'm left with 1x equals 9 minus 3, which is 6. And look, we see our answer. It's right here. 1 bag has 6 coins in it. 1 bag has 6 coins in it. Oh no, it's not magic. It's math. Let's check number 4 out. Number 4 is, looks like we have 6x plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 10, 15 equals 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 plus 4 bags. Let's start chipping away at it. I'm going to take away 4 bags. I'm going to take away 4 bags. I'm going to take away 4 x's. I'm going to take away 4 x's. And I'm left with 2x plus 15 equals 19. And that's exactly what my drawing represents. I'm going to take away coins, but this time I'm going to take away 15 coins from both sides. That's a lot of coins. Minus 15, minus 15. Mr. Weber, do I have to show all my work? Oh, yeah, you do. Please do. And I'm left with 4 on here. Now notice how my equation matches my picture right now. 2 bags and 4 coins. Now, my last step would be is to split my bags in half and split my coins in half. And I can see 1 bag equals 2 coins. In my equation, 2x, I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to divide by 2. And somebody might ask, like, how do I know to divide? Well, it's kind of like undoing multiplying. 2x is saying 2 times x. So to undo it, I'm going to divide. And then some students say, well, how much do I divide? Well, look at the coefficient. Look at the number. Every time through all of these, I've been dividing by the number that's in front. That's not a spot, like right here. So look at this. The coefficient's 3, so I divided by 3. That's a quick little ditty. And did we finish this one? We didn't. X equals 2. There it is there, and there it is up there. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and solve it just as numbers without bags and coins and just kind of see if we can do this with equations. So I have 30 equals 6 plus 4x. I'd encourage you to press pause on the video and try this out yourself to see if you can get a handle on this one. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. All right. 30 minus 6 is 24 equals 4x. I notice I'm keeping my equal sign kind of lined up here. So I keep track of it. And then I see it's 4 times x, so I'm going to divide by 4. I'm going to divide by 4. So I end up with x equals 6. And there's my answer. And I'm going to circle that. All right, I'm going to do number 2 right here. Number 2 says 7x equals 5 plus 5x's. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. 5, 6, 7, so I have 2 x's on this side equals, lining up the equal sign, 5. And I see that I am multiplying by 2, so I'm going to divide by 2. It's kind of like cutting in half. I'm going to do it to both sides. So I'm left with x equals 5 halves, or maybe you'll say 2.5, or maybe you'll say 2.5. All of those are true. Let's do number 3. 7x plus 2. Oh, this has got a lot of layers to it. But we can do it. We shall not be stumped by this one. I'm just going to start chipping away. I'm going to do like the coins. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. So I'm left with 7x, and there's no more coins on this side. And I'm left with 10 plus 5x. Now I'm going to deal with the x's. So I'm going to subtract 5x, subtract 5x, and now I'm left with 5, 6, 7. So it's 2 x's on this side equals 10. Now I'm going to divide by 2, and x equals 5. Yep. Keep practicing and you'll get good at this. Number 4, I'm going to sneak in up over here. Number 4 is 2 times, so it's double this x plus 4 equals 16. So I'm going to solve this in 2 different ways. One way is, first of all, because the left side is doubled, I'm just going to divide it by 2. Because if it's doubled, if this was a 3, I would divide by 3. If this was a 4, I'd divide by 4. But because it's a 2, I'm going to divide by 2. Because 2 over 2 is 1, so I'm left with x plus 4 equals 8. And then I can subtract 4, and x equals 4. So that's one quick way to do it. If you want to, run out of room, going down here, because there's a little bit of room down here. If you want to, you could distribute this out. You could say 2 times x, which is 2x, plus 2 times 4, which is 8, equals 16. So that equals it. That is the same thing. So now I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides, and I'm left with 2x equals 8, divide by 2, and x equals 4. The same thing that I got up here. All right, well, keep practicing it. You'll do better. It's one step at a time. Don't do shortcuts. Please show your work. So this thing's going to use some paper. Like, plan on using paper. Don't write so small. Use up that paper. Most equations take like 4 lines, if not more, to kind of work through it and see if it's true. All right. See you later, Gators.